Torah, Genesis 22 verse 18 reads, "And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice." It is believed the event of the Hajj in Mecca is the fulfillment of the biblical prophecy of Genesis 22 verse 18. According to the Islamic belief, Abraham offered Ishmael, not Isaac, as a sacrifice to God, emphasizing Ishmael's role in fulfilling God's covenant with Abraham. The event of Hajj proves that God made a covenant with Abraham through Hagar and Ishmael rather than Sarah and Isaac. How is this viewpoint presented? The viewpoint that the Hajj in Mecca is a fulfillment of the biblical prophecy of Genesis 22 verse 18 and represents a covenant made by God with Abraham through Hagar and Ishmael rather than Sarah and Isaac, is articulated based on several key aspects of Islamic belief and interpretation of religious texts. 1. Prophecy of Genesis 22 verse 18. The verse in Genesis states, "And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice." Some interpret this as a prophecy that is fulfilled through the descendants of Ishmael, Abraham's son with Hagar. The Islamic narrative holds that it was Ishmael, not Isaac, who was offered by Abraham as a sacrifice to God. This signifies Ishmael's importance in the fulfillment of God's covenant with Abraham. The Hajj, as a major Islamic ritual commemorating the actions of Abraham and Ishmael, is seen as a manifestation of this blessing. 2. The Hajj and Ishmael's legacy. In Islamic tradition, the Hajj includes rituals that are believed to commemorate the life and trials of Abraham and his son Ishmael. The ritual of Sa'i, where pilgrims travel back and forth between the hills of Safa and Marwa, is seen as a reenactment of Hagar's desperate search for water for her infant son Ishmael. According to Islamic belief, the well of Zamzam originated to rescue baby Ishmael. 3. The Kaaba and Islamic tradition. The Kaaba in Mecca, which is the focal point of the Hajj, is believed in Islamic tradition to have been built by Abraham and Ishmael as a house of worship to the one true God. This act of establishing monotheism in the region is viewed as a key part of fulfilling God's covenant with Abraham. 4. Universal blessing and unity of humankind. The Hajj is seen as a fulfillment of God's promise to bless all nations through Abraham's descendants. The gathering of millions of Muslims from diverse nations during Hajj is viewed as a symbol of this blessing and the unity of humankind under God's guidance. 5. Continuity of Abrahamic tradition. The Hajj is also seen as a continuation and fulfillment of the Abrahamic tradition of monotheism. This perspective posits that Islam, as the final revelation in the Abrahamic tradition, fulfills and perfects earlier revelations given to Jews and Christians. This viewpoint is part of the broader Islamic interpretation of religious history, which sees Islam as both a continuation and a completion of the monotheistic tradition established by Abraham.